The mother of that police officer who shot and killed an unarmed man in the back
Officer Slager soon walks back to his patrol car. Moments later, Scott gets out of the driver's seat.
Can't see the car.
18 seconds later, routine gives way to man on the run. And soon Scott, an unarmed father of 4, is shot dead. The officer now arrested, in charge with murder. Tonight, 2 mothers are grieving. Judy Scott, Scott's mother.
I pray that this never happened to another person. This has got to stop.
And Slager's mother, Karen Sharpe.
I want her to know that this is also hard for me. And I would never, ever want, I would have never wanted this to happen to their family, never.
Speaking out for the first time, she tells my colleague, Steve Osunsami, she can't bring herself to watch the video that shows her son killing an unarmed black man.
I've purposely not watched it. I've purposely not tried to hear people's comments about it. I can't watch it. I can't read the papers. I just can't. And maybe to some people that's, well, you're being in denial. But I'm sorry, I just can't.
She says Slager is not a racist. He's a loving son, a father-to-be.
I want everybody to know he's a very good person. He's not a hater. He's a very good person. He's a sweet kid. He's my kid. He's my child.
A sharp contrast to the man seen in this cell phone clip, firing 8 rounds at Scott. Disturbing, graphic images captured by Feidin Santana, a 23-year-old Dominican-born barber who was simply on his way to work. Today, he shared new details about what he witnessed that Saturday morning.
What drew your attention?
Oh, well, the chasing of the police to the officer.
The police officer chasing Mr. Scott?
The police officer, yeah, to Mr. Scott. I saw him running, I just stopped. I don't know, what was going on. Then maybe 5 seconds later, I saw the cop after him.
Santana said he started recording just after Officer Slager fired his taser.
He was yelling. I think he was hurt by the taser. He just trying to remove it and get away with the taser. That's all he did.
And he contradicts Slager's claim that Scott tried to grab his stun gun.
Did you ever see Mr. Scott take the taser away from the police officer? Ever have control of the taser?
Never. That never happened.
In the video, after Scott goes down, Slager appears to drop an object near his body.
On the video, you see Officer Slager at one point walk back and pick up something off the ground. Did you notice that?
Yes, I noticed.
What was it?
I can say it was a taser, but like I said, I don't know.
Following the shooting, police wrote in an incident report they continued to perform first aid and CPR until EMS arrived. Santana says, from what he saw, that's just not true.
So you didn't see anyone perform CPR?
I didn't see any CPR.
Try to breathe into his mouth?
No.
Compress his chest?
Nothing.
Try to revive him?
Nothing.
Santana says he waited a few minutes before telling Slager and another officer at the scene he had recorded everything on his cell phone.
Did he attempt to say anything to you? Did he look at you?
No, he looked at me.
He says the officers asked him to wait at the scene, but he left.
I just got away from there.
And you walked away?
Yeah.
No one followed you?
No.
Officer didn't say, hey man, come back, let me talk to you before you go?
No.
But within days, he would make the video public, prompting police to charge Slager with murder and re-examine his old cases and complaints.
In Mr. Scott's case, we only have video and a dead witness. but today we have a live witness.
In one account, 33-year-old Mario Given, in a press conference today, detailed how in 2013, Slager tased him in the stomach with a stun gun, even though he had his hands up. He says he's planning to sue.
Well, what came to my mind, I said, well, if they had even tried to listen to me and really investigated, that man would have probably been alive because he wouldn't have been an officer in the field.
Slager had mistaken Given for a burglary suspect. All charges against him were eventually dropped, and investigators cleared Officer Slager of any wrongdoing. Slager used a taser in that case, but in the last 5 years, police in South Carolina have fired their guns more than 200 times, and in every case they were cleared. No charges, until now. Tonight, the South Carolina Law Enforcement Division released a statement saying the cell phone video confirmed their early suspicions. Quote, "There were inconsistencies. We believed early on there was something not right about what happened in that encounter."
Mr. Slager.
If convicted, Slager could face the death penalty. Santana's cell phone video may be the most compelling evidence against him, but it almost didn't see the light of day.
I thought about erasing the video.
Why?
Like I say, it was dangerous. It was dangerous enough to keep that information with me.
Because you were concerned for your own safety?
Yeah.
To expose his identity to police officers who are supposed to protect the community, but who he had watched execute a young man and then tell lies about what they had all done afterwards was dangerous for him. And living in that community, and he's got to watch his back.
Slager has yet to enter a plea, and his new attorney says it's too soon to issue a statement.
It's heartbreaking for everybody, our family, the Scott family. I would hate for this to happen to anybody.
Karen Sharpe is still waiting to learn the fate of her son.
I say prayers for both families. But we just take it one day at a time.
We'll have much more on the case in the morning on GMA.